Hi everyone, my name is Revona Rayners. In 2013, a good friend of ours decided to take me and two friends to the Helen Joseph Breast Clinic to have our mammograms done. So we got our appointments for September 2013. About 2 weeks before I had to go for my mammogram, I discovered a lump in my left breast. And like any other woman, I thought nothing of it and I was going to have my mammogram done, so no problem. I went for my mammogram and the doc said she needed to do a sauna and then did a biopsy on both breasts. I went back to the breast clinic about 3 weeks after that to get the results, and then I went to see the doctor. She said she needed to do more tests and booked me to be admitted on the 24th of October 2013. I called the family together that evening to tell them what the situation is. I just said that I have a lump in my breast, and my son walked out and said he's not dealing with this. I explained everything to the rest of the family and they were okay. Monday, 21st October 2013, at 2 o'clock that morning, my husband suffered a severe heart attack and passed away. I had to go back to the hospital to change the admission date for the following week following the burial. The following week I was admitted to the hospital and had to go in to see if cancer had spread to under my arm. 3 weeks later, I went back for the results, and then the doctor said I could have the lump removed or I could have the whole breast removed. I chose to have the whole breast removed. Then I got home and told the children what I decided. They were in a bad state. They had just lost their dad and now they were going to lose their mom too. I knew that I needed to draw closer to the Lord for strength to be there for the children and the grandchildren. I did not have time to grieve for my husband, as I now needed to be there for the children and to keep praying. The doctor had set a date for 14th January 2014 for the operation. I have two close friends, and this news was just too much for them. They had had a hard time dealing with this and started questioning God and said that it is not fair that I lose my husband and have cancer at the same time. So while praying for my children, I prayed for them too. I was reminded of what my mother always said. Sometimes the Lord needs us to go through something so that we can be there for someone else. January 13, 2014, I went into hospital for my op, and this is where our journey begins. I say ours and not mine, because cancer, with everything that comes with it, affects not only the person, but the whole family. And with that, I'd ask God to be close to us, to lead and to guide us through this season. For about 2 months after that, I went to see my doctor and was diagnosed with high-risk triple-3 negative duct cancer and had to start chemotherapy immediately. I thank the Lord for sending wonderful friends into my life to support me through the season. Again, the Lord stepped in. A very wonderful friend of mine's daughter was working at Joburg Gen Hospital at the oncology department, and one phone call and she was my oncologist. With my son still not wanting to talk about my condition, he had to be the one that had to take me to hospital for my treatment. Getting to my first chemo session and having someone we knew made a world of difference, and having a friend as an oncologist, my son got the help he needed to heal from his denial. Chemo was the worst thing ever. I was very sick and could not hold anything down for about 7 days. I lost my hair 2 days after my first chemo. My oncologist set about 8 sessions of chemo for me, with 21 days between sessions. My daughter would take 2 days from work to be with me for the difficult days. I had a very special friend named Violet that would be at the hospital with me for every chemo session. I would vow after every chemo that I was not going back, and she would encourage me all the way right to the next one. The sad part of this was that I could not attend church or be with a lot of people so that I did not become ill because the chemo leaves you with no immune system. But I had my wonderful cousin Denise and my friends Violet, Mercy and Marlene who would come and see me every Sabbath, and that was very encouraging and uplifting. When I was done with my chemo, I was sent to radiation, where the doc there sent me for 15 fractions, which was every day for 3 weeks. With my treatment being done, I just thanked the Lord for not just bringing healing to me, but to my son also. At the end of November 2014, I had my last radiation fraction. When I saw my oncologist after that, she had cleared me cancer-free, and I thanked the Lord for being with my daughter and bringing healing to her too. What a wonderful, blessed day that was. I thank the Lord for being with us through every step of this very trying and stressful season, and for the wonderful friends for being there with me through it all and are still with me now. This year, at November 2020, it would mark 6 years that I am cancer-free. I can only give praise, glory, and thanks to our Lord Jesus for His awesomeness, grace, mercy, strength, love, and His healing hand that He bestows over us every day.